Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Woohoo. I love Halloween. I think it's such a fun day.
She's big into Halloween.
I am. I just think it's a fun day. I know there's a lot of negative connotations to it, but you know what? We're throwing those out the window today, and we're having some fun. Yes, we are. Absolutely.
Yes. I'm not wearing a black sweater for Halloween. Wearing a black sweater because we got about 5 inches of snow at my house.
That's right. Exactly. It is so snowy here. Unbelievable. So we are so glad you're joining us for Love and Money Live. We love to see the hearts of love floating across. Thumbs up. Great stuff. We are working on so many exciting things for next year. We just can't wait. We're doing a marriage conference. It's called the Magnificent Marriage Conference. Putting that together now. We're putting our new radio show together. We have 2 radio shows airing up in Denver starting in January, so we're working on those. So just lots of great stuff. All for you to be able to have rich relationships.
Absolutely.
We're excited. But today we want to talk about something that's really fun. Oh, you can actually see all the work that's being done in our office. That's kind of weird. Anyway, that's
if it gets boring, I'll grab both the wires and electrocute myself. It'll be fun.
There you go.
What little hair I have will
you
stand
can eat
up.
a little candy. Yeah.
I like candy.
Yeah, you
actually.
do. Okay, there we go. But we're going to be talking about something today that is so fun that you can learn about your kids tonight as they are eating their Halloween candy. Now, one of the things is kids don't often have a lot of money when they're young.
Yeah.
But what is their most...
What's their currency?
As kids, their currency is candy. That's right, because they can consume it, they can trade it, they can give it away, so on and so forth. So a lot of times when you want to really learn about kids and their ways they look at money is to use the Halloween candy. And we're going to go over this really quickly. It's going to be really fun for you to do tonight. You're going to learn something new about your kids. Now, there's 5 ways that kids use their candy.
Yep.
And those 5 ways we have found with all of our research that exemplifies how they are going to deal with money as they get older.
So it's such a huge subject because, once again, candy is currency for kids.
That's right.
And if you can get a glimpse into their little minds right now of how they're going to handle money and what their money personalities are, oof.
It's so huge.
It's so huge.
And you will start to see their way of consuming their money or their candy as young as age 3.
Yep.
It's just amazing to us. Did you know that at age 3 is when kids can start to learn some things about money?
Absolutely.
But what we want to talk about today is how do they see money?
Yep.
Everybody is ingrained inside of themselves a different way and a different perspective of money. Mine was very different from my mom's, for example, and I wish we would have known this a lot earlier, but my mom looked at money. She loved to save it. She needed a plan with it, and I was not that way. Money would what? Burn a hole in my pocket.
Yeah.
Really fast. So, and that just started at a very young age. And you may be very different from your kids, and you actually may be hurting your children by not knowing how they view money and not even meaning to do it.
Because it's probably going to be different than yours.
Right. And it is.
And 9 times out of 10, it feels like it is different than yours. So,
Yes.
you know, I had a parent recently say, you know, my oldest is just so much easier than my youngest. And when I started talking to him about his money personalities, I found out that his oldest had the same money personalities as he did, and his youngest didn't. So I said, well, it's not necessarily that they're easier. It's just that, sorry, that's my watch ring.
There we go.
Let me kill this. Sorry. It's not necessarily that they are easier. It's just that they're different.
Well, or if the child that's the same as you is going to be really easy, like we have one child that's exactly like Scott. Scott totally understands him. And I just don't always understand Scott's perspective. Fight against it a little bit.
Even though it's the right one.
Honey, there's no right money personality.
No, you're
wrong.
right. You're right.
Okay, that's
There's
right.
just more righter.
All right, so here we go.
All right.
There are 5 money personalities.
And we're gonna talk about each of the money personalities and how your kid is gonna consume candy this Halloween, and so that you can get an idea. So you do the first 3, and I'll do the last 2.
Okay, so there's 5 money personalities. There's a saver, a spender, a risk taker, a security seeker, and a flyer. All right. So savers love to save and love other people to save. Spenders love to spend money and they love to give gifts. Risk takers love new, adventurous kinds of activities. Security seekers need a plan. And spenders, and flyers, they kind of fly by the seat of their pants when it comes to money. Relationships are more important. And what's really important to realize too is your child has two money personalities, not just a primary or a second, and not just a primary, but they also have a secondary. But your money will really show you a lot about both of them. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so their primary money personalities are going to pop tonight when they come home with their Halloween candy.
And this is why.
So let's talk about a saver.
Okay, you're going to do the first one.
All right. A saver, those are the kids like my nephew, who about 7 years ago when we did trick-or-treat, he's like, Uncle Scott, I don't even know why I'm out here trick-or-treating. I still have my candy from last year. And guess what? He's a saver. Now, a secondary money personality is a spender. You can tell this because his car is amazing and he puts a lot of money into his car. But he is ultimately a saver, and he could milk that candy for a whole year. Well, now that he's blossoming into this amazing young man, I can also see how that saver money personality continues to play itself out in him. So if your kid is saving his candy, not hoarding, saving, we want to encourage, then he is a saver.
Primary saver. All right. Secondarily is a spender. Now, what do spenders do with their candy? They eat it super duper fast. They consume it, just like spenders are big consumers.
Keep going.
Why?
It's just you keep holding it in front of your face.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, honey.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, so they spend it, they consume it really fast. So spenders are going to eat their candy really fast. I remember when I was a kid, I would eat my candy super duper fast. Like I could not eat it fast enough. And so mine was gone within 3-4 days, even though I had a ton of it. And I am now today a primary spender. So spenders, all right? So that's
your saver, saving candy.
That's right.
Second one, he's going to be eating or she's going to be eating candy pretty fast. That's your spender. Next is a risk taker. Now, risk takers love to trade their candy.
Trade it.
My oldest, Cole, loved to trade candy.
Yeah.
He's secondarily, or is primary.
Primary.
Primary is a risk taker. So he likes taking risks. So he was always trading with Kate. And Kate, he's a spender, so he kind of care less. He just wanted to get the candy and eat it.
Right.
But it's really interesting because, once again, risk takers love to trade that candy. And you trade it.
Yeah, I did.
A lot.
So I'm primary spender, so I consumed it fast. Secondary a risk taker, and I would trade with my brother all the time. Now I was kind of mean about it. I traded I would have a little sour ball, and I would trade it for a Three Musketeers.
Evil.
That's kind of not
Evil
nice.
trader.
I still feel
Evil
bad about
candy
that.
trader. We probably got to let it go.
Okay, all right. So saver, spender, risk taker. Next one is a security seeker. Now, security seekers need a plan.
Right.
So if your child always wants a plan and feels secure, I know both of my kids secondarily are security seekers, and I'll say to them, hey guys, let's talk about the plan for today, and they just kind of perk up. They love a plan. All right, this is what we woke up to. Yeah, I'll show it. This is my child. We woke up, this is when he was really little. We did not prompt this at all. We came downstairs, and this is what he had done with his candy. He put it all into piles according to what kind of candy it was. Can you even freaking believe that?
I was just impressed by the organizational skill.
I know, but he is a secondary security seeker to this day. He consumes quickly.
And if that looks like a lot of candy, it was. We were out trick-or-treating for 2 flipping hours.
Yes, and look how old he is. He's so little. Again, we did not tell him to do that. He just did it. It's just kind of natural. Yeah. So your security seekers, if you come downstairs or upstairs or wherever, and you see your kids all organized, they have security seeker in them.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay, last but not least is the flyer.
That's right.
What the flyer does is they fly by the seat of their pants when it comes to money. What's so funny with this candy is if you see your kids just giving the candy away. Meaning,
do you want one?
Yeah, do you want one? Giving it to all their friends. They are a flyer because to them, their relationship is more important than their currency. Now, they might organize it, so their secondary might be security seeker. They might save it secondarily, what they don't give away. So their other money personality is going to play into that too. But really, honestly, if you notice they're just giving their candy away, oh, my friend, he didn't have this, so I wanted to give it to him. flyer. So
have a lot of fun tonight.
Watch them organize and eat and have fun with their candy.
Yeah, and really learn a lot about them. We also have a scientific assessment for you online at themoneycouple.com, an assessment for age 5 to 12, an assessment for 13 to 17, and a different assessment for 18 to 25. And then we have a wonderful book, The 5 Money Conversations to Have with Your Kids at Every Age and Stage. Be sure to pick up a copy of that. Super important. But learn a lot about your kids.
Jump into their brains when it comes to their money.
Tonight.
Also, make sure you don't eat too much candy tonight during Halloween, because I tend to give one and eat one, so I'll gain like 4 pounds tonight. Don't do that.
Don't do that. It's not a good idea,
Nope.
Sweetie. All right. Well, we're so glad you joined us. Be sure to pass this along. We're going to post it. Pass it along to people and make sure you learn a lot about your kids tonight. And as always,
Make it happen.